Hey everyone, I just wanted to stop in and say that I've had a lot of questions about fake names and locations used in the Walking Tall movie, so I thought I would address that very quickly. Uh, some of the locations had such names as the Lucky Spot, the Pine Ridge Club, the Three Deuces. None of those places existed. I don't care what the fan pages believe and what they want you to believe. Those were all fake places. Also, a lot of the names that were used in the various Walking Tall movies, names like Buell Jaggers, Callie Hacker, John Witter, Ludie McVeigh, Lou Ann Paxton, Augie McCullough, Sheriff Tanner of Alcorn County, Mississippi. Then there's others like Obra Eaker, Willie Ray, Judge Clark, Sheriff Al Thurman there in McNairy County. Buford's chief deputy, Grady Coker, was a fake name, as was in later movies Pinky Dobson, Stud Pardee, Ray Henry, and so many others. Now, I don't know why that the people in the fan clubs like to think that some of these names were real. Uh, Now, I will tell you that I get a lot of questions also about why would they use fake names? Why would they go to that extreme? Well, my personal opinion is that the studio was afraid of become engaged in some legal uh, procedures that might occur if they used the names of people that were still living, because they knew it was a false story. But some people don't get that. But I wanted to address that. Also, I wanted to address some of the hijinks that have gone on over the years. For instance, here's one that you ought to take a look at. You know, there's been other things that have occurred over a period of time, like in 2009 when Dennis Hathcock and I had several people on my Facebook page that wanted to go tour a lot of the sites. So we actually got a 52 passenger coach and ran bus tours one weekend and went to all the sites and the museum. When we got to the museum, it was odd that the entire police department, or almost the entire police department, was there to greet us. You know, I was told when I got off the bus that they were curious what we were up to, and I said, we're just here to look at the museum, see what all is there. A lot of people on here, you know, followed the story over the years. Some are from the state line families, some are from the law enforcement families back in that day. And, you know, the chief of police looked at me and said, well, I was kind of led to believe that we were going to have a riot over here. And I had to explain to him that most of us were senior citizens. So that was one of the hijinks they pulled and trying to keep us out of the museum, even though we brought busloads of people there that weekend. So this is a copy of an email I received just prior to the bus trip. This is an attachment that came with it from the city administrator. As you can read, he's inviting us not to bring the bus tour over there. Also, there's some hijinks involved in the movie itself, such as one of the opening captions where it says that the movie is based on certain events in the life of Sheriff Buford Pusser. Well, true, it was based on certain events. His name was Buford Pusser. He was sheriff of McNairy County, and his wife did get killed over there. But for the most part, that is where the truth in the movie begins and ends. But you know, back in the day, a lot of us fell for that. Also, in Walking Tall 2, they really tried to fool us with this statement that they had in the movie, where that they were saying that Buford Pusser related to the author a story about himself. However, changes have been made to avoid identification or portrayal of persons now living. And Mr. Kresek said, I attest to the foregoing is a true statement. Now, it's also got a fancy little seal down on there, like, we should buy into all this. Now, the reason for this is I would imagine that Kresek knew that Buford was not telling a true story. However, like he says, that is the story that was told to him by Buford Pusser. So what Creasat was saying was true in that Buford told him this. Now, of course, you and I and everybody else, except for the members of the fan pages, know that Buford lied about most of the story, if this is what he said, because almost nothing in Walking Tall was true. So, this is something to really, really think about when you wonder if the movie is truthful. Now, I'd like to ask you to please leave your comments. Really want to know what you think. Was Walking Tall the true movie like that the fan page people believe and like the studios wanted us to believe? Or was it basically a lot of propaganda for somebody to make a lot of money? You've seen what I've gone through with some of the falsehoods that I've had to deal with. Let me know what you think. Post your comments down below and we'll be talking about it. At any rate, watch for the next video to come out this week and we'll see you then.